Do you want to steal sales from your competitors on Amazon in the UAE? Then this is the video for you. Keep on watching. So what exactly is a product targeting PPC ad campaign, and how can it help you steal sales from your competitors? Basically, you can now target specific products or specific categories within your category or within your niche and showcase your product, obviously as an ad, inside the product listing of that particular brand or that particular product. Meaning, if you were, for example, selling running shoes, but your brand isn't well known as much as like Adidas or Nike, and you know customers are actively searching for the brand Adidas or Nike on the actual Amazon platform, then you can target that particular brand and that particular ASIN within that brand. And then when people log into Nike running shoes, they will see your ad inside of the product listing. Or if you were selling maybe a mobile phone case for a particular iPhone model, you can also product target the particular iPhone model so people can see your ad inside of that listing. The opportunities are fantastic and the options are endless. I'm going to be talking about we're going to be seeing exactly how to technically create an ad. And I'm also going to be talking about the pros and cons of creating PPC ads on Amazon. But before we start, if this is your first time watching a video on this channel, hi, I'm Crystal, I'm an Amazon seller, and I'm the founder of Amazon Sellers Society Middle East. If you want to learn more about how you can join the society and become a successful seller on Amazon in the Middle East, you'll find all the information in the description box below. Before we get started, we have a small competition in each and every video. If you want to win a 1-hour Zoom call with me, we talk about everything related to Amazon and I can help you with my experience. All you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. The person that did all these things is the person who left this comment on the previous video. Thank you so much. Please send me a DM to our Instagram account so we can schedule a meeting together. Now, you might be asking me, Crystal, why do I really need to do a PPC ad? I created a listing. Isn't that enough to start selling on Amazon? The truth is, PPC ads, you should view them as an investment rather than an additional expense. Because if you know how to create PPC ads, what you're essentially doing is that you're placing your product in front of your target audience. People who are actively searching for a product that is similar to yours, or maybe they don't really know that your product exists, but they are potential customers. That's what an ad does. So it's not like you're targeting random people who have no interest with your product. That would be insane and that would be throwing your money away. So with that being said, please note that a PPC ad is not a set it and forget it type of situation. You really need to work hard in order to make sure that your PPC ad is giving you the results that you want, be it clicks or sales, and it's not costing you a lot because it should not be costing you a lot. So let's jump onto the computer. So in this video, I'm gonna be pretending that I wanna sell a beach ball. So here I'm in my main competitor. The brand name is very well known, and I think most of you know Intex. It's a very well-known brand. So I want to be somebody who showcases their product under this particular listing. So basically, when people log onto the listing, they're gonna look at the images, they're gonna look at all the text, and what they naturally do is, you're all Amazon customers, so you know what we naturally do. They scroll down, and there you go. These are the sponsored products that are related to this item. Basically, these are ads. So if I was selling a beach ball and my beach ball was different and I did everything in order to create a better offer, a more valuable offer. Maybe I'm selling a bundle of 2 beach balls for a little bit more than 4 dirhams. Obviously, 4 dirhams is a very low price. But let's say, for example, I'm selling a bundle of 2 beach balls, one big, one small, whatever. So I can showcase my product right here so people can see an alternative to what they are looking at. That's what a product targeting ad does. So now let's jump onto our campaign. This is my campaign. So I want to create a campaign. If you have a registered brand on Amazon, then you can create a sponsored brand campaign right here. However, for most of you, it's going to be sponsored products. So let me click here and go into my campaign. Now, you can call your campaign whatever you want, and you can put a start date and an end date, whatever you want. What is the daily budget? It's basically the number that you are willing to spend for a 24-hour period. You might not spend that money because remember, it's pay per click. So you're only going to pay when people click. You might not pay the daily budget. However, you need to make sure that your daily budget does last 24 hours. Now, most people ask, so what should my daily budget be? That depends on your product and how aggressive you want to go. But why not test it? So what I would suggest is you start your ad campaign in the morning and you say, for example, you put 15 dirhams. You check it at noontime and you see how much money has been spent from that $15, and you check it at night before you go to sleep. And if at night it's all been spent, that means 15 dirhams is just too low of an amount. You need to up it so that, it lasts 24 hours. That's the whole idea. If the amount that you put, if you put 5 dirhams and the amount is spent within the first couple of hours, and then for the rest of the 24 hours, people are not seeing your ad. It's true, we do sleep 8 hours a day, so it's probably around 16 hours of shopping, but some people like to shop at night, some people shop in the morning. So you want your ad to be available 24 hours a day, and that's how you decide what your daily budget is. So I'm just gonna put 30 dirhams here. And as you can see, you've got the automatic targeting and you've got the manual targeting, and we're gonna click on manual targeting because product targeting is under manual targeting. Here is where you get to your products. You're gonna have all your ASINs here. You might have several, you might have one, and you might want to advertise more than one product, more than one ASIN under that particular campaign. You have that option. You can advertise 3 products if they are very similar to each other's, or you can take it one product at a time. So what you need to do is you need to click the add button, and then the product is now under that particular campaign. Let's scroll down. And here we go, targeting, keyword targeting or product targeting. We're gonna choose product targeting because we want to target products or ASINs, and we want to also target categories, and I'm gonna show you how you can refine that category. It could be the main category and it could be a subcategory. I'm gonna show you how we can do all of that. Now, default bid is 4 dirhams. You can ignore that. It doesn't matter because we're going to choose the bid for each and every product based on Amazon's suggestions, but we're going to create a better ad. So individual products means the actual ASINs. What you can do is you can look at the beach ball range and you can see all the top competitors. Most of them are Intex. And you decide which ASINs fit with your needs, obviously based on how many sales they are doing as well. So you can get the eGrow drop down right here and check roughly an estimation of sales, how much they're selling. And then based off of that, you can also decide, you can look at the BSR of the particular product and decide whether it's a good fit for you, yes or no. So right here, you can see the sales and you can decide which product you want to list under. So you want to target basically, not list under, target. So let's click on this one. All you really need is the ASIN number. So let's get the ASIN number of that particular product and copy it. Let's go in here, we'll do the search. We add the ASIN number, paste, and we search for it. And here it is, that's the one. And I'm gonna click target. Then I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom, and this is where I decide what the bid for that particular product needs to be. Now, the suggested bid is based on the ads that are currently running on Amazon for that particular product or for that particular category. However, you need to be, when you want to do an ad, your ad needs to be seen. So it can't be on the second or third page. It can't be not very visible, because it's going to be an ad that's, not performing well, because if nobody can see your ad, how are people going to buy your product? So then it's not a well-performing ad. So here the suggested bid is between 0.11 and 0.64. They suggest I put it somewhere in the middle. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put it higher than the top suggested bid. So I'm going to say 0.70. Now that doesn't mean that you're going to be paying 0.70 per click. It just means that the highest bid that I'm willing to pay for is 0.70. However, you're going to see that you're not going to be paying that much if there are no competitors for this particular product. You need to, again, not set it and forget it. You need to constantly be monitoring. What should you do to monitor it? You just basically log into the listing itself and see where your ad is. So if your ad is here in the first page, then that's fantastic. But if you have to scroll to the second and third page, it means you need to raise your bid, because it's just not good enough. And being on the second and third page, nobody's going to see your ad. You're going to be spending money, and you're not going to be making money, not like we decided. Another thing that you can do, you can actually target a particular category and a particular brand within that category. So let's look at this category. The main category is toys. Maybe toys is a very big category for you to target. Maybe it's a little bit too much. It depends on the product that you are selling, to be quite honest. But toys is a very big category, and not everybody looking for toys might want to buy a beach ball. So the subcategory is sports and outdoor toys. That's what I'm going to go for. If it makes sense to you, go for that. So I'm going to do search, and I'm just going to search for it. Sport and outdoor. Let's just search for it. So here it is. It's the first one, sport and outdoor toys, and I'm going to target it. Again, I can decide what my suggested bid is, and as you can see here, and you can decide what you want to do. I'm going to, in this case, put 1 dirham 10. Obviously, it depends. Again, it depends on your product and what your product is and what the category is. But I can still refine it some more. What I can do is, so you go in here, so I targeted it, and I want to refine. So how can I refine? I can select the particular brands that I want. Maybe there are brands that I just don't want to be associated with. They just don't make sense for my particular niche or for my particular type of customer. So I can decide, you know what? I only want to target Intex, Best Way, and I don't know, maybe Mondo. So I want to target these people only. Anything else, I don't want to target. I can also target age range, so people looking, for example, for products, because obviously Intex is a big brand, for example. So I can say, well, 3 to 4 years, people looking for products or products that are listed under the 3 to 4 years category, you can do that. You can also target a certain price range. Why is that important? Well, if you're selling a very expensive product, maybe people aren't gonna buy it if they are looking at a 4 dirham beach ball. If your beach ball was, for, let's say, 100 dirhams, and people were logging into a beach ball that costs 4 dirhams, chances are they're not gonna click on your ad, because your ad just is very, it's a completely different product. So that's why a lot of people like to use a price range, and you can put a certain price range of the products within that brand, or just of those products. You can use either or from this list, and you can also decide based on ratings, and you can also decide based on if the product or the shipping is Prime eligible or not Prime eligible. You click the target and you refine whatever you want to refine. You add whatever you want to add. See here, you can also decide on what the bid is going to be for each and every brand. So maybe Intex is the best known brand, maybe Best Way is, maybe Mondo is, it doesn't matter. So you decide based on data that you have. So you really need to do your due diligence, and you really need to know about your product, and also based on testing. So you need to test in order to figure out if it's working, yes or no, and you shouldn't give up easily. After you've done all that, you launch campaign, and you start following up with your ads, making sure that you're getting good ACOS, making sure that your ads are performing well, and making sure, most importantly, that you're getting those sales. Remember, ads are very important on Amazon because they can really, really launch your product and increase your sales. But you really need to take the time in order to learn how to create ads properly. It's not a button that you click and you magically have a fantastic ad. It's something that takes a little bit of time, not that much time, but you need to be following up with your ads, making sure that you're not spending a lot, but you are getting the right amount of sales. That's it for this video. I hope this information was helpful. I'll see you in another video with more information. Bye. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you're interested in starting your very own business on Amazon in the Middle East, and you're wondering, okay, what next? Well, 3 steps. First of all, you can attend our free webinar to get more information about what it takes to actually create a successful business on Amazon. Step number 2, you can download our free cheat sheet that contains all the cheat codes that you need in order to establish a successful business on Amazon. And step number 3, you can become a member of Amazon Sellers Society Middle East. It's a monthly membership system where we provide you all the training and the support that you need in order to establish your business on Amazon in the UAE and Amazon in KSA. You'll find all the information in the description box below or on our website www.assmiddleeast.org.